Parties happen one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the wind.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Running left, it's Warren. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
19.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, it's Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for. Defense.
Let's go.
They'll come up second and 7. Warren will try the right side. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man, it's Warren. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18.
Second and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. H.M. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff for Warren. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Red alert, red alert.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the set.
2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Don't squeak.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, short pass pulled in by Washington. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds has been able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Achane gets it from the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll audible to something else. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, check that, check that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion left, Hill.
Street.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. In motion left, the tight end. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and the onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
19 Tiger.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling. Taking it right down Broadway. Big strides. Look at him go. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington, 55 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got an open man, finding Hill on the comeback route. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Trap 60.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll change things up.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's go. Go, Reed. Go.
On the run, it's Warren. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Dolphins have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Rolling to his right. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they